Everybody, welcome back to the Bianconeri live at 5. It is a Melodin Friday. My name is Julian Gennady, and with me is Alejandro Fancello. Bud, how are you doing now that you know when the World Cup games start?
I'm not so good. I was confused.
Revelation happened.
I was pissed at 2 p.m. Games. Then I found out there was 11 a.m. football.
Yeah.
Which is unbelievable.
So your 11 a.m. is my 5 a.m. So am I really going to wake up to watch Saudi Arabia and Argentina?
You know what it is? Like 5 a.m. I'm not working, so it's easier than 11.
You're going to do that. You would do that.
Yeah, I would do that. Like I'm at work for, depending on the day, like if it's a 6 o'clock, if I work until 6 p.m., then I'm going to stream 3 games. No? Yeah, right. Or like 2 and 2.5. Which is bad, man. I cannot believe it. But yeah, it is.
Well,
what it is.
The World Cup is in Qatar. We know that. There was a bunch of international games that happened today. 2 of my countries in particular, Canada and Italy, they both won. Big wins. Canada preparing for a World Cup, beating Qatar 2-0. And Italy beating England with a shit old dinosaur defense, 1-0. Good for them.
Yeah.
International. First time I've seen one of my teams win a football match in weeks.
Yeah.
Because we support Juventus.
Yeah. Now you watch Bernardeschi bang goals, so that's good.
Yeah, I did, and then they didn't make the playoffs. So there you go.
Oh, they didn't make it?
They didn't make the playoffs.
Oh, but Bernardeschi said, "Come on," after the game.
Yeah, come out the FC. Yeah.
It didn't help?
Sucks.
Oh, bad.
No, it didn't. And funny enough, Crescito didn't help either. 35-year-old Crescito.
So the league is done for them, like their vacation.
They have 2. I think they have 2 league games left, and that's done.
I don't get that. When do they restart again?
What do you mean restart? Like start this next season?
Yeah.
Oh, March.
Okay, that's weird, but okay, fine.
Yeah, because you got to avoid the snow.
Okay.
Because it snows where I am. A lot.
Yeah.
But anywho, in Juventus land, something happened today. A lot of fake reports, I assume, but there was the board meeting that happened. There are financial reports that have been released, and there are fake sackings that have happened. Max Allegri did not get fired. Pavel Nedved did not resign. And we lost a shit ton of money in this last financial year.
Yeah.
It's not good.
So nothing really happened.
Nothing new happened. Nothing that we didn't know happened. We knew had no money. We knew Max Allegri was never getting fired, and we knew Nedved would probably not resign. That was the one that we were skeptical about. But that's what happened. Do we have anything to take away from that besides the actual dollars that we're missing? Should we report the dollars?
I mean, they were reported like 2 weeks ago. I don't know. We knew how much it was gonna be. But I said 2 weeks ago that they're pushing everything in that thing or whatever you want to call it, because apparently they need to reach new FFP rules in about 2 seasons, much lower, and they're not gonna make it if they don't push it now. Apparently, I don't know. Like I'm a fan. I shouldn't be breaking my head over this, to be honest.
Yeah.
And to be honest, I'm not gonna do it because I have no clue what it means. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. Because when I see that number, I'm like, oh my god, like it's done.
That's a $250 million.
Yeah,
$250 million in debt.
That's it. Like
in 1 year.
I don't know what that really means, but the first thing, like I'm an idiot. Like I'm a fan. The first thing I think, I'm like, oh my god, it's bankruptcy. Like what the hell? Like it's a lot of money. So I have no idea what it means. So I'm not gonna panic. I'm not gonna be happy. Like I don't know how to feel because I have no idea what it means. I know the only thing I know, and I don't know for certain, is because I read it on Calcio Finanza, and basically saying they're pushing it now. Like they're pushing things in a normal situation they wouldn't push, and it would be lower, but they're pushing it now so they can basically start with a fresh kind of fresh slate when that new FFP rules hit. So they're not, in big trouble back then. That's the only thing I know, and I'm gonna believe it because the people who work for that account, whatever, they know better than me because I don't know. So.
Yeah, that's a good point. But another point is, you see other teams that are not in the same situation but similar situations, and they're just off scot-free. Like that, nothing bad happens to them.
Who?
Obviously, in the one Barcelona instance, they sold a bunch of shit. That's different. I get it. But like other Italian teams, other Spanish teams are in a same predicament.
Yeah.
We spoke to the talent scout today, Jacek. You can see that later on. I think tomorrow, right?
Yeah, tomorrow.
You can see that video tomorrow. We spoke to F Talent Scout on Twitter, and he mentioned the dire desperation that these two leagues are in, Italy and in Spain. So we're not the only club. We're a big club that has a lot of debt, but we're not the only club in debt. And I don't know how we are going to go attack this FFP situation. And like you said, I don't really care. Justin is someone who's going to have to understand what's going on. Because Justin thinks we can spend 100 million euros a summer. So he's the one who's going to have to understand what's going on here. Yeah. And I chirped him off screen on live because he's preparing for a nice vacation. So have a nice vacation, Justin.
Yeah. like we're a fan. Like I think if I asked my dad or something like 20 years ago or whatever, like they had no, like they didn't even know how much a player costs, what his wages are. Now everything is out there, and to be honest, as a fan, like I'm gonna be a hypocrite because when transfer season comes, we're all sitting here saying, "Oh, that's too much money. You shouldn't be on that much money, wages, blah blah blah." But we're kind of pushed into that direction because then you also hear stuff. Oh, we cannot pay him, or he needs to leave, or he's earning too much. That's why we don't can sign. Blah blah blah. Why? So at some point you're like, okay, I do need to care, but I don't want to care. Like that's not my. That's my
a good point though, because
department as a fan. Like as a fan, I should be cheering, or like I don't know. Like I shouldn't be sitting here and breaking my head over how are we gonna get Rabiot's wage off the book so we can sign player X. Like that shouldn't be my job as a fan.
Yeah, like what? When Zidane was sold, people only knew because like his wife didn't like it around Torino.
Yeah, it was easy, simple.
Yeah, like it wasn't because like it was fine due to finances. Like if De Ligt left this summer, you would know that because he didn't want to stay because of the football. Right? Stuff like that. But you're right. I don't want to have to say, oh, Rabiot makes too much money, get him out. I want him to leave because he sucks. Or he doesn't put in the performances that is required. And then you'd probably judge him even softer than what we do now. Like you would say, oh, Alexandro, I don't know how much you make. You still suck, but I don't know how much you make.
Yeah, and also like it's a good thing we know, but also a bad thing because sometimes it gets used to break down a player. But again, like when people say, "Oh, but Rabiot earns 7 million, he needs to play better," that's not really how it works. Like he asked for 7 mil, the club gave him 7 mil. It doesn't mean he's a 7 mil player. Like
exactly,
it is what it is. So I'm not like Harry Maguire, Man U fans. Oh, 80 mil, he needs to perform better. Hey, take that to the club. Don't take that to Maguire. Talk about how he performs on the pitch. Fine. Don't bring the 80 mil, and push that or like pin that on his back. Pin that on your club's back because he didn't go to Man U and be like, "You want to sign me? Okay, give Leicester 80 mil." Like Leicester said, "Give me 80 mil." Rabiot said, "Give me 7 mil," or "Give me 7 mil." Sandro said, "Give me almost 7 mil," and the club gave him. That's why when people were going at Khedira, Ramsey for not, basically throw away their contracts, I was like, why would they? Like, if your manager walks into work tomorrow and says, "Hey, it's going bad, man. You need to take a pay cut." you're probably gonna say no. Like why?
Not probably. You will say no.
Yeah,
Any smart person is gonna say no.
I'm not gonna do it. Like I'm not gonna do it. You know, you figure it out. You gave me the contract. Yeah. You figure it out now. So it's on them. So I'm never gonna use that. If a player comes out saying I want more money and you're not performing, then I'm like, okay, yeah, shut up. You know, like that's exactly. That's not the way to go. But like I shouldn't be caring as a fan. Like it's frustrating.
Yeah. And now, again, you're going to get the fans who are up to date with the club, who see this consolidated report that's, we're 250 mil, whatever, and that some fans are going to see it, some fans aren't. Some fans that didn't see it are going to say, why aren't we signing X, Y, and Z? We have extra money. And then some fans are going to say, well, because of this, that, and the other thing. And then, again, it starts a war. And that's not good either. I think if you just understand, I think with information that pours out, it's better to know than to just be arrogant or ignorant to it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's fair.
In my opinion.
Yeah. Unless
you don't say anything, unless you just shut up and keep to yourself. If you know what's going on and you're saying some stuff like that's going on and it's what's reported and you're commenting the correct things, fine. But if you know that we're 250 mil in debt, and then you say, what the hell's going on here? Why aren't we buying X, Y, and Z? Then that's ignorant. Don't talk. That's my opinion on that.
Yeah, no. Okay, like agree. Like, let's say in January, if someone comes into the comments or whatever and says we need to sign, let's say Di Maria is injured, Chiesa's not performing, whatever, and someone comes out, but just sign Joao Felix. You're like, like something like that. You're like, that's not gonna happen for obvious reasons. But you need to be smart with your money now, I think, and the video that will come out tomorrow will probably highlight that even more. Not probably, it will. But you need to be smart with your money now, and the only positive thing, quote unquote, I took away from this Mercato, I'm like, okay, you didn't commit to the right wing. Like, Di Maria is out, Quadrado will be out. Like, you can start fresh, You can start pretty much with a clean slate in that department. Sandro's going to leave. Pellegrini probably will never come back to the club. You're going to probably get a chance to start with a clean slate on that position as well. Rabiot out of contract. I don't think Arthur will ever come back to the club. Same for Zakaria. So, there are opportunities to start with a clean slate. So that's not the only positive. Like, that's the main positive I take from the window going into next summer, this season.
Yep.
But I don't think we have any room for mistakes. Like,
none. Zero.
If we pay money for a player, not cost each 50 mil, because if it doesn't work out, 50 mil is not going to be the issue for the club. It isn't.
Yeah.
It's not. Milik, 1 mil, if you buy him, even if you buy him, it's 7 or whatever. What was it?
Yeah.
7? It's not, that's not going to be the issue. It's not. The issue is going to be spending 35 for the fullback and he flops. 50 mil for a right back and a right winger or something and he flops. That's going to be the biggest issue. Or the biggest...
They're going to be hits.
Yeah, they need to be hits or we're screwed. Especially how the season is going. Probably we're not going to make it to the next round of the Champions League.
Nope.
If we make it, I'm going to speak about a miracle at this point. I am. Because we need to win every single game. And that's not going to happen. So we're going to lose a lot of money like that. Probably 30 to 40 mil easily. That's insane. And who's going to say we're going to even make top 4 playing like this?
No one is.
So
no sane person is.
It's a sticky situation. It's not looking good, and that's why this whole debacle of the international break is frustrating. It's actually frustrating because there's no league. He's not on the hot seat. Let's be completely honest, he's not.
No.
Nedved is holding a lighter against the seat, but it's not heating up. Like, it's nothing.
Yeah.
That's it.
Although it should.
It should. Like, he should.
Yeah.
Like, even if you keep him, which I still think is a mistake, he should be known. Hey, Bologna, Milan, get it done.
Yep.
If not, you're out. And the next one is lined up already. And even those reports are out there. So it's very, like, I don't know. Like, it's very mind-boggling at the moment what the club is thinking. And I don't believe money is the driving thing behind. I think pride is.
So you still think it's pride, eh?
Yeah,
So
it's not money.
So during that board meeting, and when they consolidate the reports, and they say, and Agnelli sees, well, he knows about this number already, but the other board members say, yeah, we agree with this, whatever. You don't think they all look and say, we can't afford to sack him?
But they can afford to lose 40 mil in the Champions League?
I get it, but what if they do both?
And that's even worse.
That's my point, though. Like,
Yeah, you need to make, yeah, okay, but like, you need to make a decision. Like, you can still turn it around.
I know that. That's what I'm saying, though. I'm trying to speak in what they're thinking.
So if this was not football, where things can change really quickly, then I would agree. If this was like a normal job, and I don't know what it is, I don't know, selling houses, and the market is set like this, you probably know the market is going to be like this for months to come.
Yeah.
It's not going to change. Then I understand that, like, okay, what's the point, you know? But this is football. Like, someone can come in. I don't know who it is. They can
change the fortune.
They come in and they say the right things in training. I don't know. That's what Marquinhos said today about Conte. Like, they were at their lowest. He came in. He just said the right things. He said nothing spectacular. He just said things, and everybody was kind of like, yeah, we are Juve, basically. What are we doing? Like, 7th place? This is not good enough. And from the first moment we took that field, he said, against Parma, we all believed in we can do it. And we were not the best team. But, like, we believe we were going to do it. You know, we thought we were the best team. Like, that can happen. I'm not going to say, like, it's not a given. Like, it's football. It can change really quickly. You can get a boost or you can get a response. Just players being, you know, liberated, basically. And, you know, and just play. Like, because when you look at that pitch, everyone, like, every single player looks depressed.
Yeah.
They look depressed.
Absolutely.
It looks like they have a 9-to-5 job. When I go to work, at times I'm like, oh, fuck.
Yep.
Like, playing football shouldn't be like that. Like,
no.
If it is
playing a sport, and you're being paid handsomely.
And they are depressed. They're just depressed. Maybe even being happy, like, it's the basics or whatever, could change the fortune. So I think it's worth the risk, because I think the upset is even worse. Like, you can lose a lot of money. Like, the way we were going, you're going to lose more than 38 million or 35 million.
Yeah.
So.
No, 100%. Going off your happiness comment, do you see every single player that's on Juventus, how they were acting with their national teams this week?
Yeah, they were happy. I predicted that.
Like Vlahovic, I remember the last pictures we had of the last training session with Juventus, how he just looked like he wanted to kill someone. And then today I saw him playing rock, paper, scissors with all of his national teammates with a smile on his face. So, like, okay, yeah. I was speaking on behalf of the board there, what they would be thinking, but I don't agree with if that's the way they're thinking. You're upsetting an €100 million investment you made on Vlahovic. It's clear. You can see it. I can see it. The whole world can see he's not happy. You are disgruntled with Di Maria, your other prized signing. Your other prize signing hasn't even stepped on the field. Well, he stepped on the field for 45 minutes. Yeah. And now he's a witch doctor, which is crazy. We can get into that if you want after, but people are crying after games. They're crying. Like, Danilo welled up. Bonucci welled up. How do you not fire someone? You go into work tomorrow. You start like you and your coworker and your other coworker start to well up, like yeah, you're gonna get called out for being whatever, but there's gonna be some internal talk about who's managing you. Like disgraceful.
Yeah, yeah. It's and you know what's weird? Like when Sadi got sacked, the excuse, or like the not the excuse, like the reason was, the locker room didn't like him,
Yep.
and Agnelli was like, okay, and I was like, hold on, like he won the title, and you sacked him because the players didn't like him. Now we're nowhere near the title, like nowhere near. The players don't like him, and you're keeping him. That's why I'm saying it's pride. Like it's not money. It's purely based on pride. He's his friend, which I get. It's fine. Even though you shouldn't be friends in that business, but whatever. Like friends, right? You should be. Like it's the club. It's a money asset. It is what it is. You should it shouldn't be. Oh, he's my friend, so yeah. Like let him screw up a few times. Like it shouldn't be like that. When you sack a coach fresh coming off winning the Scudetto, you sacked him for the same reasons the players are now basically saying, and you're keeping him, or you're not even putting him on the hot seat, then it's based on pride. Like I don't believe it's money. If you put all, like if I put all those things together, if they're true, and I think they're true, then yeah, it's not about money. It's about him don't want to admit he made another mistake, because it's another mistake after Pirlo. Oh no, some wouldn't call Pirlo a mistake. I will, because he was not ready for the job. So I will, you put him in a position, you put Pirlo in a position he shouldn't be put in. Of course he's going to say yes.
Can I not battle you? Can I not battle you, but I agree and disagree. Like the original decision to hire him was a mistake, but to fire him was also a mistake.
Oh, I agree. I said you need to stick with him. Like give him another year. He hit the targets he needed to hit. So give him another year. Like we scraped it. We scraped it. I get it,
Yeah.
That's okay.
But he was building something. There was something to look at.
Yeah, it did it. It wasn't good. I'm not gonna sit here and say it wasn't amazing to watch. It was the second part.
Benevento, remember those games? Yeah.
Yeah, the second part was horrendous to watch. It was just individual brilliance. But you saw some things where you're like, okay, I can live with that. It's very we made very reactionary decisions. And probably they're going to use that as an excuse now and say we don't want to be reactionary. But is it? Last season was poor.
This season,
yeah.
This is not reactionary though.
No, because
this isn't reactionary.
You have proof. You have a big sample size, and this sample size, even if this season, it's bad. You won 2 games out of 9 played in all competitions.
Yep.
It's poor. We lost 2 already. It's poor. And we didn't play anyone. We lost 3. I forgot about that. We didn't play anyone. Who do we play?
Yeah.
PSG? Yeah,
We played a shit Roma and we played PSG. But
you played PSG? Fine. I'm not gonna kill anyone for losing against that side.
Yeah.
That's fair. And we didn't go down with his pancake. So I'm okay with it. I can accept that. I cannot accept losing to Benfica at home. I don't care what people say. No. I will not accept that. I will not accept
even
losing.
with the injuries. No,
you shouldn't be losing that.
Correct.
That's a good team, but it's not a super team. You should still do the job, in my opinion. And looking at the way they played, we were poor, but it wasn't oh my god, they are amazing. That I never had that feeling. Besides when we capitulated at some point. So there's no excuses.
Yeah, I think you hit the nail on the head saying it's a pride thing at this point, because the money involved is the money involved, and that if we were talking about financial fair play, the coach firing has nothing to do with financial fair play. Nothing. It's completely separate. So again, just do it. Just put us out of our misery and just do it, because I've had enough. I'm gonna come back. We're gonna come back. We're gonna do the preview for Bologna probably on next Friday. No, maybe next Monday or next Saturday because we'll be playing on Sunday.
Yeah.
And are you gonna predict the win?
No, I'm not like. I always give my prediction, not for now, on that count. But I always say I don't believe we're gonna win, or we're gonna lose, or like whatever. But no, I don't. I don't see a reason for me to predict a win. I just don't. I don't.
Even
see
if Locatelli comes back fit, Rabiot comes back fit, and it's only Pogba.
It's not about players.
No change. I know. That's my point, though. I was gonna say.
Yeah, it's not about players.
We're still not gonna win.
It's about no system. It's about players being clueless on the pitch, players not being happy. Gone. Yeah, players discussing coaching decision on the pitch in front of the cameras. Yeah. Like, they don't even care at this point. They're like, yeah screw it. It is what it is. Like, people will probably know, so just get it done. So yeah, it's a mess.
Okay, boo, relax. He's has anyone been more of a sitting duck in terms of like? Has anyone survived this amount of scrutiny before they got fired?
Yeah, probably. Orly. Oh, you mean with us?
Not just with like any big club.
Yeah, Orly. Consultant with Menu. Like, he survived.
Yeah, that's fair.
For too long.
Yeah, that's true.
Probably Wenger.
Oh, yeah, Gareth Southgate. Matt Tilley just said.
Yeah, Southgate. Yeah, Wenger, I think. Ole, like, recent memory. Italy, very difficult because you get sacked for absolutely everything.
Spain. Okay, yes. In Serie A.
Like, Spain, the same. Like, Barcelona, Real Madrid. If you don't perform there, you're out.
Yeah.
Maybe Mourinho. No, with Real Madrid. He won the title, right? He did win the title.
He won a La Liga. Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe Arteta.
Yeah.
Okay, he's doing well now, but like previous, like if you go off, that's.
But in Italy, you're right. Like, you get fired for talking to like. I thought Juric was gonna get fired after he started yelling at.
Like, like you probably should get fired for that, but whatever.
Yeah.
Like, imagine you talking to your boss like that, and he's like, "See you the next day, buddy."
Touching, like shoving each other. Yeah.
See you the next day, buddy. Like, that's probably not gonna help in a normal job. You're probably never gonna come back.
Yeah, no chance.
But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that's kind of it, I think. At a big club, At a big club.
Yeah. But, okay, so when Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, his final straw was Watford 4-0, right? Or the 4-2 game or whatever?
I don't know when he got sacked.
But that's similar to losing to Monza.
It is. It is similar. I'm not going to deny that. But... Yeah. But I'm calling the club incompetent, so that's fair.
Yeah.
But like, I can still not understand what Agnelli's thinking in terms of he's gonna turn it around. So I think he's seeing something we don't see. If it's not pride, like, he is seeing something.
He's the only one, though.
Yeah, people say Arriva Bene. Arriva Bene will agree with everything Agnelli says.
Exactly.
Like, it's a lapdog. Like, people call Nedved a lapdog. That's the ultimate lapdog. It is what it is. Cherubini, I don't think he really has a lot of say in this. I think he's just players, and that's it. No.
He's down the pole there.
I think it's just players. You worry about the players. That's it. But I was watching Romeo Gressi's YouTube video in the morning, and he said it very simple. He said happy management, or like not happy. He said like more of how how do you want to say that? A well-working, agreeing on everything management, great team on the pitch. The management not agreeing, you get this on the pitch. And it's true. It's true.
Okay, I'll fight that though. Nedved's probably the only one that disagrees at this point, like heavily. Who's making a big stink about it, correct?
Apparently.
So if Nedved leaves, everybody's on the same page. Does it get better?
No.
Okay.
No, but like but it's still a shit show because Nedved left. Like something is up there. It's like another change in the management. How many is that in the last 4 years? That's what he also means. Like it's not like he doesn't mean in black and white, but like if it's not a strong management, which is not because you change every damn year, and they're not agreeing every damn year, then you cannot have a good product on the field. Because Nedved leaves. What's next? Yeah. Agnelli's, nephew coming in. I don't know. Because it's all friends. Like keep that in mind. Yeah. Yes, Cherubini and Paratici, whatever, but like the decision-making positions in terms of not players, like management, it's all friends. And Nedved. Like, that's how it is. They will never bring in, like, ideally, Agnelli will be like, Campos, you do the job.
That'd be great.
Or the guy who got sacked by Man U, coaching Ranić, you do the job. Yep. You just report to me. I will tell you this is the budget we have. You work in that frame. I'll work off the field stuff. On the field, I'll provide you with the budget. You make it work. You set up a sporting direction, coaching, players. I will provide the money. I will provide the money. That's how it should work.
You're making too much sense.
That's how it should work, by the way.
Yeah, 100%.
But it's never gonna work. Like
Agnelli worries about Coca-Cola halftime show. Ranić cares about who's on the field. That's it.
Like if Ranić comes in and he says, I'm saying Ranić, it could be John from New York. Yeah. I don't care. Like whatever. But if he comes in and he basically says, like, he lays it out. I don't know. Judic is gonna be the coach, and we're gonna go into this direction, playing wise. That means we're going for these type of players, these age things, whatever. These and like these 5 players, they need to leave. Don't care. They've been here for 5 years, whatever. They need to leave. Players from the youth system, they will come in. I don't know what it is. Agnelli should be like, okay, that's within the budget. You make it work.
It sounds like you have a plan.
You make it work. Yep. That's it. That's how it should work, in my opinion. But it's not gonna work. It's not gonna happen.
How many times do we see Agnelli in the All or Nothing? I can't remember. Was it a lot?
I cannot recall.
Was he not on the field a lot, folding his arms with Nedved and whoever else was there? Paratici.
You know what it is? Like I don't care if he's on the field. He
shouldn't be doing that, by the way.
Like if he's on the field pre-game, like whatever. I think the influence he has on the field things, I believe is a bit too much for what he knows. Like because yes, he's been around the clubs ever since he was a child, but has he been around the ins and outs of not how a club works? Because yes, of course, like you cannot do the job if you don't know that. But like purely based on strategies on the pitch, not off the pitch. Because I think off the pitch he's amazing. Like it is what it is. He does his job very well. Yeah. But on the pitch, like he shouldn't be appointing a coach. Like I'm sorry. Like he shouldn't be doing that.
You're right.
He shouldn't be doing that. Todd Bowley is doing that at Chelsea. That's why you listen to a guy like Nedved. If you bring in these type of players, you need to trust them. If not, you're doing you're hiring the wrong people. Like you're hiring people you don't trust. I'm not sure. I don't get it. But like it makes a little bit too much sense, and that's why when people say bring in Conte, I'm like, no, It's the same thing over and over again. And I know it's not going to happen what I want in terms of something completely new.
No, it won't be. That's what I want too.
But when people say Conte, well, 100%, I'm like, nah, no. Like, we've done that again. Like, wow, how many times are we moving
Does Conte
back?
make this team better?
We will win. I don't know if we'll look better. We will look better. You cannot look worse.
Yeah.
You cannot
so
look
we'll
worse. You will probably compete again for the title. You will.
Okay.
But it's easy. And you know what's going to happen in a couple of years. It's gone, and we will
He's gonna leave. Yeah.
And we will be back to this square one where we'll be like, okay, what's the plan now? We're still moving back. Like, I don't know what the club is holding on to old things. I don't get it. I will never understand it. They're scared to move on. They are absolutely terrified to go into a complete new direction. Terrified. I think Agnelli is like...
Because the same guy's running the show.
I think Agnelli thinks, oh, if I bring in someone who doesn't have tie with the club, first of all, he doesn't understand the club, which is bullshit, but whatever. Second part is, I think he believes, oh, I'm going to lose the club. Like, no, you still own the club. Now, your family, don't worry. You're still in control. It's your club. You know, whatever.
Yeah, no, yeah.
I don't get it. I'm confused. Like, I said it when we were getting Pogba back. I said it like, okay, but like, I prefer not bringing X players, X things back. I don't like it.
Yep.
That's why I'm gonna say no to Conte. Not because I think he's gonna come in and it's gonna be terrible. And people say, oh, why are you saying no then? Because I want this club to move in a different direction. For once. Yep. Not go back to the old thing.
Okay, I have not a hypothetical, I have a scenario. You know that this is how they act. I know you don't want them to act like this, but if they're gonna act like this, isn't Conte the answer?
Yeah, I guess.
That's my point. Looking at it from
it's gonna be short-term answer once again, and that's it.
Yes.
Nothing's gonna change.
And that until a certain someone leaves, I think we all know who that is. That's how it's gonna be.
Yeah.
Like, never in a million years will the next coach be Ruben Amorim.
No.
I'll put my house on this.
Yeah, no.
Never in a million years.
No, like, we haven't had...
And it should be.
We haven't had a non-Italian coach who hasn't had ties with the club. Like, or ex-player, whatever. Always ties with the club. Always. And I'm getting sick and tired of it. And, like, it's 2022. Like, he knows the club DNA. It's not going to cut it anymore. Like, people are tired of it. I don't care if he knows the club. I know the club. I cannot play striker for the club.
Yep.
I can't. I know the club. I know it. I've been following it for years. And I don't believe people can believe whatever they want. But like, oh, he played for the club 20 years ago. He knows how the club works. 20 years ago, buddy. 20 years ago. Or whatever. Like, times, like, it changes. It's not.
Guess what? Adrian Rabiot is going to retire in 3 years, and they're going to hire him as a coach because he knows the DNA.
Yeah. Or like, I will bring some people saying, "Oh, bring Lippi back. He's amazing." I'm like, yeah, he was amazing in 26. Like, football moved on. He will probably have some good insight, but he cannot lead this team. Like, I don't see it. It's 20. No. Like, he's been out of football for so long. Yeah, he coached in China for a while, but like, he's been out for so long. Different area, like time. Like, that's again back to the old things. When people say, "Oh, bring in Del Piero as like a director," like he has never done it before. Like, it's again the old passion. Oh, but he knows the club. So what? So he knows the club. He comes in. Rabiot is going to be amazing. McKennie will control a ball for once. Like, that's not going to happen. It's not because Del Piero is in the stands. McKennie's like, oh shit, he knows the club. I'm going to play well now.
Yeah.
It's not going to happen. That's not going to be the case. I hate it when people say, oh, but he knows the club. Good.
What does that do?
How? Well, how is that going to help me? How is it going to help the club? How they know how to win.
Help the club?
Oh, but hey, they know how to win. I'm like, yeah, Campos, he knows how to win. You want to see his resume? Like, I'm bringing up his name. Like, There are a lot of people who know how to win and who have done this job or qualified to do this job.
You know, Del Piero knew how to win on the field,
Yeah, and I don't know. Maybe he
not
becomes
up on the management.
maybe he becomes a good sporting, but he's not gonna come in out of nowhere with no experience and he's gonna bang. It's not gonna happen. He needs time, and he's himself said it. Like, if I take a direct role, I need time. I need to be in and around the club for a long period so I know how this thing works. Like, it's like a new job. Like, you need time. So, whatever. Lippi is plus 70. Yeah, leave the guy alone. Just let him be.
Let him be a no-no. Like the video if you haven't already, people. It's we're talking about Nedved and what happened today at the meeting. Let's talk about Nedved a bit more, because not that we should. I don't know how do I want to say here. Not that we want to dignify what he does in the stands when he's saying, "Look at this bullshit over Agnelli," as he's smoking a dart, and Nedved's just losing his mind. Like, it's good to see, but at the same time, you're a vice president. You shouldn't do that. I get it, but just listen to him. That's my only point. Maybe you can come across it a little bit better, and there's so much friction there.
Yeah.
But like, Nedved was a part of the team that got better, so he's experienced and he knows how to win outside the field. He also knows how to win on the field. I think he's the most qualified person to make a decision. That's my opinion on that.
I think, yeah, and I think he's also the only one who he's the only one who can tell Agnelli, like, this is how the players are feeling in the locker room at the moment, and it's not gonna go away. Like,
yes, because he's been there.
Yeah, he's probably gonna say, okay, these players, the morale of these players is on the floor. You can see it because he lived it. Like, he had some tired times, like, after he came back in Serie A.
Yep.
So he probably, like, not probably, he knows, like, okay, they don't believe in the coach. The coach is not, saying the right things, whatever. And this is what you're going to get. And it will probably get worse because the players, it's too much. It's not 1-2, I believe. It's a lot of players who are like, even players who backed him in the past, I think they are at this point like, yeah, no. And that, like, if you lose those players, then I think even, like, I have that feeling with Bonucci at the moment, and we can say what you want about Bonucci's play, but, like, I don't think he is there and walks into that room and be like, come on, guys, back to coach, or, like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't feel like even he is like, no, and maybe if Buffon was there, he can, act that way and be genuine, like, come across of being, believable. But like you said, I think Nedved is the only one who can actually tell Agnelli and co, this is how it is in the locker room now, and it's not gonna go away. Like, it's not gonna happen. Because the people in the chat, because I want to know now in the chat, let me know yes or no. Does anyone actually believe this will get turned around? And with turn around, I mean compete. I don't mean get into the top 4. I mean still compete to win the title. Because that was the goal. That's what Allegri said at the start of the season. We need to compete. It's not my words. Words. It's my words. But, like, it's his words. So I'm not going to say turn it around and win a few games to get in the top 4. Like, that's not turning it around. That's not it. That's doing the bare minimum.
Yeah.
So people are saying no.
Don't just say no because we don't. Yeah, just don't say no just to shit on him more. Just look at it objectively. Are we going to get better with injuries coming back or whatever? Are we going to get better? I'm still saying no, but don't be like, no, like, don't do that. Like, think objectively.
Yeah, no, I don't see it. There's nothing. Okay. Play another game. I'll ask the chat. Give me one positive thing you can see from the first 9 games we played. One positive things you can build on. And don't say Miretti looked good in a few games to get that. I don't want to hear that. But, like, one positive thing you're like, I'll pin my hope on that. That could be the turning point. Nothing. That's what I'm think. There's nothing. It's not that like, oh, we're bad, but like at least we're solid at the back. You know, you can build that. I'm saying one. Or we're scoring goals. Like, oh, you need to be solid.
Nope.
Becomes. Or we're controlling games. Nope. Like there's nothing. That's super worrying. Like usually when you go to through a bad spell, you're like, well, at least we're, you know, it's hard to beat, you know, or we're scoring goals, but like the team is maybe it's not set up right, you know, we're leaking goals, whatever. Like there's nothing.
Yeah.
There's actually nothing positive. And if this was Allegri's first season, we will be like, oh, well, maybe it's still early.
Yeah.
But we've seen last season. That's the issue. We've seen last season.
Yep, we saw all last season with one group of players. Now we have 6 new players in, and it's worse.
It's worse.
That's coaching. That's coaching. Because there's no way in hell that those 6 players you brought in are worse than 6 players that left. That's a fact. We got better on paper than we were last year. I 100% agree with that. So that comes down to coaching. That comes down to, again, more than just coaching. Like, again, there's on the field stuff that happens that's not just coaching. It's also athletic and training personnel. Like we've sang the song already. Arthur, Zakaria, Dalit all went to their new teams unfit. The Kostic, Paredes, Milik came in here and can't stop running. It looks like to us, at least. Like they're the most fit people we've ever seen.
Yeah.
It's a lot to do with coaching, but also a lot to do with his staff. So just get them all out.
You know what it is? Like usually,
fire.
it's international break and it's over. I'm like, oh, thank God, you know, it's done. Now I'm like, I'm not even watching international football, by the way.
Yeah.
But I'm like, oh, it's back.
Bologna, we're gonna lose.
I'm like, what is this? I'm like, oh, it's back. I need to watch this thing again.
Yeah,
I'm like,
2:45 Sunday. Oh my God, I could be watching football maybe.
Wait, what? Didn't we play at 6?
Oh, do we?
You said 6.
No, we play Milan at the week after at 6.
Oh, that's even worse. You play on Sunday, right? You said the 4.
We play Sunday, October 2nd against Bologna.
Oh yeah, I was watching the World Cup fixtures. That's let me see what time we play. Oh, we play at 9. Okay, that's even worse.
Yep.
So I
won't
won't
stay
get
up all day.
Won't go. I struggle to sleep after the result because I'm all hyped up or like stressed. But yeah, I've said it in previous. Like I'm not watch. Usually I'm like, okay, it's game. Like now, like I turn off the TV like 50 minutes before kickoff. Now I turn it on 2 minutes before kickoff. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I'm doing different things, and 2 minutes before kickoff, I turn it on. I'm not really looking forward to watching games.
Yeah. And what a far cry that is from, I'll say, 5 years ago.
No, yeah. Like, I couldn't wait.
I would like, yeah, exactly. And then, like you said, there was like a 15-minute, you were ready to rock way before kickoff. You're excited. You're like, oh my God, I get to see this player, that player, this player. And now you turn it on, you're going to see Moise Kean.
Yeah.
You're going to see Mattia De Sciglio start. It's all across the board, the issues at the club. And it stems from one man who's getting in his own way, who's probably creating this €250 million deficit. It's a shame. There's nothing like the one thing you can do, the one thing he can fix right now, besides the disregarding the deficit right now. You fire the coach, you play better football, everyone else gets a little bit happy. Let the transfer market then play itself out. But if you get a new coach in and they start playing better football, you won't have to go into the transfer market. And then people will be happy again.
Yeah.
People might go to the games again, or they might see the price and say, maybe not.
Players are not happy.
No.
They're not happy, and that's an issue. Like,
No.
okay, it's a job, by the way. For them, it's a job, but it shouldn't be like, I need to go and play football. Like, should never, like, like, to be honest, it should never be in any job. But, like, we have normal jobs, so probably, like, I have it. I'm like, fuck this. Like, I don't want to do it today. Like, I had enough of it.
Vlahovic should never go to the Continassa with the facilities they have and say, oh, no, I have to do this again.
Yeah. Like, I get it.
You should never have to do that.
Like, also in a normal job, like, I get it. Like, nobody does a job he loves. Like, it is what it is. So we will probably have days where, like, fuck. Like, I have it when I'm like, I don't want to do this. But, like, playing football shouldn't be like that. It should be like, oh, great. You know? Playing football.
Yeah.
You know? It's the dream. And I think they are going to the Continental and be like, this again. At that point, you just need to turn around the car and just go back home. Just stay home. Like, don't show up. If you don't have joy in playing football, then I have no idea what will bring joy to your life.
I think I've only heard one person say that football is a job.
Who?
Like, and he doesn't really enjoy playing. Benoit Asuakata. Remember that guy?
No.
The Tottenham fullback.
Who?
He had like dreadlocks. Benoit Asuakata.
Oh yeah.
It was like
Yeah.
maybe 8 years ago or something. I remember he did an interview. He's like, I do this for a paycheck. He literally came out and said, I just.
Okay, I think everybody does that for a paycheck.
No, but he said, I don't enjoy playing. I'm just here because I'm good at it.
Okay, that's weird, but whatever. Yeah, okay, maybe fair.
Yeah, that's my point though. Like, you shouldn't come to the Continassa and say, "Oh fuck me, I have to play this game." You know what I mean? Like, you listen to what I just said. Fuck me, I have to come play a game and get paid millions of euros. Shit. Woe is me.
Wish I could be selling bread at this moment.
Cars. Yeah, bread.
Cleaning the streets, whatever. Would be nice.
But this is how the guys feel.
Yeah. That's how
because of one dude.
That's how it looks like. Like, it looks like Vlahovic is gonna beat someone up on that pitch any moment now. Like, it could be his own teammate at this point, whatever. But he's gonna hit someone really soon.
Yes.
He's gonna lose it.
Yes.
That's how he loses.
I don't doubt it's gonna be against Gary Medella and Bologna next game.
He's gonna hit someone very soon. Whatever, it's on the card. It's on the board. You can probably put money on it. It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Because players are doing dumb shit. Di Maria did dumb shit, and it's not because Izzo was bullying him. Maybe yes, but it was like, fuck this, man. I had enough.
It's a culmination.
Yeah, it's like, it's in his head. It's like, we're crap. The coach is talking rubbish in the locker room. Like, it's not fun anymore. He gets to a few kicks, and he does that, which 2-match ban. I keep saying it, it's so ridiculous, but whatever. He did it, and it's like you said, like it's piling up, and it boiled over, and it boiled over really quickly because he didn't even play 9 games this season. He played 2.5, 3 in total, or whatever.
Yeah.
Which is even worse.
Yep.
It's even worse because Vlahovic.
That's why
is doing this for.
That's why Vlahovic after 8 games.
I feel sorry for him, by the way. When people say, okay, I agree, his first touch, blah, blah, blah. When people keep hammering on it while watching the games on Twitter, I'm like, that's not the problem of this team. He shouldn't be playing with his back towards goal, controlling the ball, laying it up for 90 straight minutes. He's never going to be good at it. If you ask him to do that 5 times in 90 minutes, and it works 3 times, happy days. But you ask him to do it 10, 50 times during game. That's not him. That's you did like I keep saying it. 70 mil. You could have got Petagna for 10. He will do the same job you're asking Vlahovic to do now. Do the same job for 10 million euros, and you probably earn 1.5 million.
Can we not just say like Milik is literally doing that?
He's doing that, and he's doing it better because he's better at it.
That's what Milik is. Vlahovic, you go watch Fiorentina. Why was he so successful? He played facing the opponent's goal.
Yeah.
He played running into channels and playing off fast players in behind him.
Yeah, and you wouldn't be shocked if in the if Allegri stays an entire season. Don't be shocked if in the summer you will hear rumors about it. He will leave, and he doesn't want to leave. Like I actually believe he wants to play for this club. That's the vibe he gives you.
Yeah.
Always. Like this is actually his dream. He wants to play for this club. And we are ruining it at the moment, you know? We're actually ruining it. Because you have a player
killing a dream.
Yeah, you're actually a player who comes out being openly saying, this is my dream. Like, from a kid, I watched this club. I cannot believe I'm here, basically. Kind of thing. Like, I'm here. And we are ruining it. Like, we are sucking the joy out of it.
If people have time to go watch Serbia tomorrow, watch if he starts, because maybe Mitrovic starts. I don't know how Serbia lines up. Watch how Serbia plays and let me know if he plays back to goal for them.
They don't. I watch Serbia. That's not how they play. That's not how they play.
That's my point.
that's not how they play. No.
Again, I don't know if he's starting tomorrow. I don't know if Mitrovic starts. I don't know the dynamic there, but
I hope he plays.
They don't play. I hope he does too. I hope he scores.
He needs confidence. Like, I don't know. Like he needs some joy. He needs some joy. Yeah. He needs it.
I don't know who they're playing tomorrow, but the second game in the Nations League they play Norway. And if he goes head to head with Haaland, that'd be great.
Yeah, it would be. It's I feel sorry for him, by the way. I actually feel sorry. I feel sorry for a lot of players. But in particularly for him, because it's not fun.
No.
It's not fun.
I think it's called, in England, it's called the graveyard shift.
Yeah.
They call it the graveyard shift in England, what he does.
It's
bullshit, holding the ball up, running for no reason. No
it's
service.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's pointless. Yep. It's just a pointless thing.
And again, it all stems from, at this point, one person.
Yeah, it is.
You can point out like McKennie is shit. You can point out that Cuadrado has been horrible for a couple of seasons now, but it all stems from one person. It does. There's one person who can make a decision that puts us all behind us, and we'll see if that ever happens. I gotta run.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, it's 12 o'clock where you are.
Yeah.
People, please like the video if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, if you're new here. Thank you all for watching today. For tomorrow, stay tuned to our channel because a special interview is going to be uploaded. Yeah, that's right, uploaded. I don't know what time. Do you know what time?
Around 3 p.m.
So 3 p.m. Italy time, 9 a.m. Eastern time. So check that out. We had a special guest come on today. It was really good, really insightful from a different perspective about our youth setup and the future of our club. So stay tuned for that. Follow Bianconerizone on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Follow Alejandro at AlejandroBZ on Twitter. Follow Justin Sofro at Justin Sofro on Twitter. Tweet at him and say and make fun of him or do something. Put him down because he's going on vacation and I'm jealous. He's going to Florida. So do that, and then follow me if you want at Gennady151. Anything else you need to say?
No. That's it. Have a good night, everyone.
Yeah, day 4 international break. We got not much cooking, but I go feed my dog. So thank you all for watching. Ciao. Enjoy.
Ciao.